Chrisley Knows best reality star Todd Chrisley is speaking out more and more about his time in prison. He and his wife, Julie, were convicted on charges of tax evasion and bank fraud. They were sentenced to a combined term of 19 years behind bars. However, President Trump made their wishes come true and granted them a full and unconditional pardon last week. Now, Todd reveals that the prison system needs some major changes. Why does he think this? Keep reading to get all the details. Todd Chrisley wants major prison reform. Chrisley Knows best star Todd Chrisley agreed to a press conference with his daughter, Savannah, on Friday. The interview took place in Nashville just a few days after he was released from a Florida prison. One of the things he discussed during the interview was how he was treated differently in prison than other inmates. He said, "This isn't all he said." Todd also alleges that he received better treatment than black men who were also incarcerated with him. He wants to bring awareness to the systemic problems that are found within prisons. He shared that they were denied programming and access to other things. Todd said that while he was in there, he was not denied these things and that everyone should know why. He believes that this is the bigger picture that needs to be looked at within society as a whole. Everyone should be treated as one. Of course, he was alluding to the fact that he is white. However, he could have also been treated differently because he is a reality television star. What the men thought when he left. Todd Chrisley also noted that when he left prison after the pardon, there were 317 inmates currently there. He revealed how they all yelled at him not to forget them. Chrisley vows he will not forget them, and that is a promise. He, along with his family, plans to work toward getting big changes made within the prison system. Chase Chrisley has also already talked about injustices that occur within the prison system and how there needs to be major reform. Together, this will become something they continue to fight for and work toward change. What do you think about Todd Chrisley insinuating that he received better treatment in prison because he is white? Todd Chrisley, once the charming, designer-obsessed patriarch of Chrisley Knows Best, has come out of prison with a mission. After more than a year behind bars, the reality TV star claims his time behind prison walls revealed more than just bad food and tiny cells. It exposed what he calls systemic humiliation and unequal treatment. And now, Todd wants big changes. He's not just talking about tweaks to the commissary menu. He's talking reform, rights, and raw reality. They treated me like a spectacle. From the very beginning of his incarceration at the federal prison camp Pensacola, Todd Chrisley was no ordinary inmate. Guards, fellow prisoners, and even medical staff allegedly treated him like a walking headline. They didn't see me as Todd. They saw me as that reality guy, Todd said in a recent phone interview relayed through family spokespersons. From the moment I walked in, I felt the difference. Some wanted autographs, others wanted to break me. Fellow inmates reportedly joked that Todd got celebrity privilege early on, fewer lockdowns, occasional kitchen perks, and longer phone calls. But according to Todd, those perks were often a trap. They watched everything I did. If I sat too long, they said I was lazy. If I cleaned too much, they said I was trying to suck up. There was no way to win, he explained. It's like I was in a zoo exhibit instead of a prison. But what really shocked him wasn't just the curiosity, it was the cruelty. They tried to humble me by humiliating me. Todd alleges that certain guards took special pleasure in knocking him down a few pegs. They'd announce my name louder than anyone else's. They'd comment on my clothes, my hair, my voice, he said. One officer told me, "We don't do designer labels in here, TV star." And I was wearing government-issued khakis like everyone else. He claims one of the most degrading moments came during a routine cell inspection when a guard loudly joked about his moisturizer stash and dumped it out in front of other inmates. It wasn't about contraband. It was about shame, Todd said. They knew it wasn't illegal. They just wanted to humiliate me. But humiliation wasn't limited to guards. According to sources, several inmates tried to provoke Todd, challenging him to fights or mocking his accent and mannerisms. Still, he stayed out of trouble. I'm not a fighter, I'm a father. I just wanted to survive and get home to my family. The Chrisley family takes a stand back home. Savannah Chrisley has taken up her parents' cause. She's made multiple media appearances blasting the prison system, even launching a podcast called Unlocked, Life Behind the Bars, where she shares letters, audio clips, and behind-the-scenes family moments during Todd and Julie's sentences. She says the prison experience has been far worse than what the public knows, and her father's celebrity status made it even more complicated. My dad isn't perfect, Savannah admitted, but the way he was treated, you'd think he was a monster. He wasn't. He was a high-profile inmate in a broken system, and that made him a target. Julie Chrisley, meanwhile, has quietly kept records of her own experiences in Kentucky and plans to join Todd in pushing for reforms once both are free. The fight for change. Todd has emerged from prison with a new plan. And it's not just about clearing his name. It's about changing the system for others. He's working with legal advisors and advocates to develop a nonprofit foundation focused on prison reform. Tentatively titled the Chrisley Correction Project, the organization will focus on issues like dignity in detainment, pushing for policies that prevent public shaming and targeted harassment of inmates, mental health access, advocating for increased psychological support and counseling behind bars, equal treatment for all inmates, ensuring celebrity status doesn't lead to exploitation or bias, positive or negative, post-prison reintegration support, helping inmates adjust once they're released, especially those in the media spotlight. We're not just doing this for Todd, Savannah emphasized. We're doing this for every person who doesn't have a microphone or a fan base that is suffering the same indignities. From reality star to reform advocate, for a man who once thrived on glitzy family drama, boutique shopping, and carefully curated Instagram filters, Todd's new image is a startling contrast. Gone are the punchy one-liners and smug smiles. Now his focus is on legislation, letters, and legal teams. Todd reportedly spends hours each week writing policy proposals and outlining the skeleton of a documentary that will highlight his and others' experiences inside federal facilities. This isn't about revenge, Todd said in one of his recorded calls. It's about responsibility. If I've been given a platform, I need to use it for something bigger than ratings. Some critics believe it's a calculated pivot, a way to stay relevant and shift public sympathy. But those close to Todd insist his intentions are genuine. He's been humbled, said a longtime family friend. But more than that, he's been changed. The road ahead. With Julie still serving time and Todd slated for release before her, the Chrisleys are reportedly planning to hit the ground running the moment they reunite. From book deals to docuseries, they'll tell their side. But more than that, they hope to change the conversation around prison life in America. There are millions of people just like us, Todd said. But the difference is we have the spotlight. Now it's time to shine it on what's happening in those dark places. Whether the world is ready to see Todd Chrisley as a reformer rather than a reality icon remains to be seen. But one thing is certain, he's not coming back quietly. He's coming back with purpose and with a clear message. I went to prison expecting punishment. I didn't expect dehumanization. And I won't stop until something changes.